Hey there. I'm just your average Joe with a taste for the bizarre. You know, the kind of guy who can't help but wonder about the stories behind the stuff we use every day. And boy, do I have a tale for you. Meet Fred Baur, a man who loved his job so much he literally took it to the grave. Fred was a food storage technician and chemist at Procter & Gamble. Fancy title, right? But really, he was just a guy who spent his days thinking about how to keep our snacks fresh and crispy. Now imagine a world where chips came in flimsy bags, arriving at your door as a sad pile of crumbs. Tragic, right? Fred couldn't bear the thought. He'd wake up in cold sweats, haunted by visions of broken chips. The man was on a mission. In the 1960s, Fred was tasked with creating a new kind of potato chip that wouldn't go stale or break in the bag. Talk about pressure. He tried everything. Square chips, triangular chips, chips with reinforced edges. After years of tinkering, Fred had his eureka moment. Not only did he create a new kind of chip, but he also designed a can to keep them perfectly stacked and unbroken. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Pringles can. Ta-da-ta-da. Fred was so proud of his creation he'd carry a can around everywhere. At parties, he'd whip it out faster than a dad with a new wallet photo. "Hey, wanna see my can?" became his pickup line. Surprisingly, it worked. Sometimes. But as the years went by, Fred started to worry. How would people remember him? Then it hit him like a ton of, well, Pringles cans. He decided he wanted to be buried in his own creation. Talk about thinking outside the box. Or inside the can, I guess. When Fred shared his wish with his family, they were, let's say, surprised. His son thought he was pulling their leg, but nope, Fred was dead serious. Pun absolutely intended. His wife asked, "Wouldn't you prefer a nice roomy coffin?" Fred just patted his beloved can and winked. The family debated. Would it be disrespectful, or the ultimate tribute? In the end, they decided that honoring Fred's wish was the right thing to do. In 2008, Fred Baur passed away. True to his word, his family honored his request. Picture this, a solemn funeral procession led by a man carrying a Pringles can. They placed some of Fred's ashes in an original flavor Pringles can and buried it in his grave. The rest went in an urn, probably feeling a bit less special. One attendee was overheard whispering, "I always knew Fred was a fun guy, but this is next level." Another chimed in, "Well, at least we know he'll stay fresh for eternity." From that day on, the Pringles slogan took on a whole new meaning. Once you pop, you can't stop, even in the afterlife. So next time you're munching on some Pringles, remember Fred Baur, the man who not only thought outside the box, but also decided to spend eternity inside a can. And hey, if you're now inspired to have an unusual burial of your own, just remember, it's all fun and games until someone tries to get buried in a whoopee cushion. As for me, I'm thinking of going out in a giant coffee mug because let's face it, I'm probably gonna need that caffeine kick in the afterlife. So here's to you, Fred Baur. May your chips always be crisp, your can always be full, and your legacy always be stackable.